All right, we are live and welcome to the Two Men with Mike's podcast on the Two Men with Mike's Facebook page. And it hasn't changed. I'm one of your hosts, Bobby Joe.
And I'm CJ.
And what's going on?
Nada. Hey, happy. Is it Women's National? I can't. Women's Month, right? I don't want to get it
thought it was just
wrong.
a day. I thought it was International Women's Day. I think it was like 2 days ago. I think.
Oh well, see, I might be for the ladies or the women because I was giving them the month instead of a day. So
you give them, hey, we'll give them all 12 months. But yeah, I think International Women's Day was 2 days ago, something like that. So yeah, so yeah, man. So the week was cool. Nothing going on or
nah. Other than Mr. Aaron Rodgers, he just signed 4-year, $200 million deal back with the Packers. That's why I got on my Packers today, but I had on yesterday too. But I'm in celebration of him because I was afraid because Jordan Love was I'm scared of that guy. He suck. He's terrible. I hate to say that, but he's terrible.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this, and I know we got other stuff to get to, but I'm gonna touch on this briefly. I think the Packers made a mistake when they drafted Jordan Love. Rodgers has always played at a high level, and I think he was in his feelings because they drafted someone else. But I don't know. Unless Rodgers gets hurt, will Jordan Love ever see the field for the Packers? I don't think so.
I could be happy with him not seeing the field. I really will hope that they trade him off to somebody else. And maybe we could have had Russell Wilson on the bench. Something. I mean, come on, anything.
And now Russell Wilson is in Denver. Yes. Traded to Denver. The AFC, what is that? The AFC West? It's tough. It's tough now. So good luck winning that division. So, you got the Chiefs, you got the Chargers. I forgot the other team. I think it's the Las Vegas Raiders. So it'll be tough, man. I don't know. We'll have to see. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah. But I wanted to get to the topic today, and as you know, for those of you who are listening, I always struggle with the topics, and I'll stress about it all week.
Bobby struggle with the topics, and I struggle with this mic because I move it like every 2 seconds. So.
Yeah, and my placement of my mic looks weird, so I'm just like I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm just impressed with my lighting right now. I think you can actually see my beard. I think.
Oh
so.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so. When I turn to the side, that's why I turn to the side a lot so I can see it. But but I wanted to talk about toxic traits and how they may have affected relationships, past relationships, current relationships with people. And for people who are listening in, you can chat, live. Tell us what your toxic traits are. And for anybody who says they don't have any, according to this list I've been looking at, you're lying because you got some. Everybody's got some. So.
And if you feel free to come, if you want to come on in and actually come into this meeting, just hit the pinned.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and you can you can join in. Just hit the pin.
Oh, and they'll just come on in.
Well, they'll be in the lobby. They'll be waiting. We'll let them in. You just come right in. So.
Okay, you're the face. I'm just here. So, but I just wanted to. It's funny. I was reading over this list, and one really stuck out to me. I'm gonna find it. So this is one of my. I had quite a few. I was telling CJ yesterday. I must be the most toxic person I know. But people pleasing. That's one of my main ones.
Is that's a trait of being toxic?
According to this list, I got 30 toxic traits. People pleasing is one of them. Like not being able to tell people no. That was my problem early on. You remember we talked about this before. Even I feel bad. I remember. So for people who don't know, CJ and I go back to like 1995, and we used to hang out a lot and with some other people. And we'd hang out, go to the casinos, go to the club, drink, hang out. And there were times where I couldn't make it, and I would actually feel bad because I couldn't go. And I felt like if people called me to come hang out and I couldn't make it for whatever reason, I always felt bad for telling people no, I felt like I was letting them down. They were like, they took the time to invite me out, and I can't go.
Well, is there, I don't want to, I don't think I would say that that's a trait of being toxic. I just think that's a trait of letting
I,
someone down. Like literally, the disappointment. You're afraid of disappointing other people. So, I mean, I know they say it's to please, to please, but
yeah, yeah.
I, I think if a doctor
Like
sat in front of him and told me that, I would pass on him with that one.
you pass on.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh
Well,
yeah.
and again, I'm just going off this list I got, and saying, telling people, having a hard time telling people no. Let me see what else it has. Putting your needs, putting other people's needs and desires ahead of your own. Being probably way more accommodating than you should be. So you don't think that that's a toxic trait,
You see my
or
face, huh? I'm like,
something.
yeah.
Okay,
Your list is
but
man. I think you looked up
that's
the
only
wrong
one.
thing, Bobby.
You think I looked up the wrong
Yeah, yeah.
one? Okay. Let me go to another one. Let's see here. This is one. Okay, they said taking things personally, according to this list, is a toxic trait, and I disagree. What about you on this one?
I
Because I
really
know
think that your whole right now from the
your
first
whole
three
this
that
list
you
is
gave me, I think those are things of what's it? Not self confidence, but self uh absorption
okay.
of your surrounding areas. Those aren't exactly toxic,
Okay. All
to
right.
me. I'm just saying to me.
Okay. How about, and this is okay. I'm going by the ones that I think I possess. So what about
Okay.
this one? Stubbornness and inflexibility. I think I'm a little
Okay.
stubborn. So would you consider that a toxic trait?
Yeah. Yeah. Stubbornness is a type of look, I want to say toxicity, but I can't say the word. So that's why I
Yeah.
had to keep rephrasing my sentence and say toxic. But
Yeah. That that
instead of
that that
toxicity.
I'm stubborn. I've been known to be a little stubborn at times on certain things and inflexible. So depending on who's asking, I'll probably deny it. But I think that's caused me some problems over the years, being a little stubborn on certain things. So would you say that's one of yours? Or
Oh,
it's
very much
more
so. I being stubborn is and that's what I was gonna say. Like stubbornness is one which I actually read that to is a toxic trait. And what it is that's toxic when you're in a relationship with someone.
hmm
For the most part, that's kind of where it boils down to is when you're in a relationship with someone and you're stubborn when it comes to just say dealing with that person. Say, for instance, if they said something, or say, for instance, I said something and then to my partner, I said, they found out that it wasn't true or it wasn't true. And I was
right,
stubborn to be basically admitting that, yeah, you were right. They won't say,
right.
I won't say you were right. I'm wrong. And I'm just stubborn with it. Or,
Okay,
or if they're trying to talk to me and it's like a double thing. Cause, say for instance, if I'm in a relationship with someone, they're talking to me and then I don't reply to them because I'm stubborn and I use silence as a tool to
maybe
aggravate that
punish
person.
them. Yeah,
Yeah, as a punishment.
right.
Exactly. Those are like the toxic traits for in that sense.
Okay. Yeah, ooh, gosh. I mean, it's been so. I think sometimes when I've made up in my mind I'm right about something, and it's not a whole lot of things. But I can be a little stubborn on on certain things and not maybe unwilling to budge. So, and I'm sure a lot of people suffer with that. I don't think it's as bad as it used to be. I'm trying to get a little better, just self improvement,
Yeah.
and work on it. But I do have one
Hmm.
that I think, and this one I don't think I'm going holding a grudge. How do you me I
Mm.
because I know they're about
I think it depends. Like you can hold a grudge, and obviously it's not good to hold a grudge, and
right.
that's being more. Well, I guess you can't say toxic because I was getting ready to use the word toxic, but that's being more toxic towards yourself. You know, holding a grudge because you're only hurting yourself in the end when you're holding a grudge towards someone else. because you have to harbor all that feeling, that
Right.
emotion. You have to continue to harbor that, let's say years down the road. So if you actually let something basically be in you rent free, an emotion
Right.
that you
They're
didn't even
living
have
in
to
your
deal with. Yeah,
right. They're living in your head rent free. Right.
yeah. For and only reason why is because you decided to say, I am not, I'm a hold a grudge. I'm not gonna like you for whatever reason.
Right.
You take the conscious decision to say in your mind, when you're talking to yourself in your mind, and say, that person right there, I'm not gonna like them. I'm not gonna deal with them for whatever reason. Um, I think that's where that kind of plays. It's like toxicity. If I could get that word tonight, I'm gonna be on point.
Toxicity.
Toxicity to yourself,
Right. Right.
or
Right.
toxic to yourself, you know. So that's a
Well,
little bit more self harm.
well, I guess I've been self harming myself for years because there's one person. I like everybody
Yeah.
until I feel like you wrong me. There's just one person. I'm not gonna name any names, but I cannot stand. I know we can curse, but I cannot stand this person at all. Uh, I probably wouldn't piss on them if they were on fire. If I looked out a window right now and
Hold on.
I live in the cul-de-sac. If I saw them in the cul-de-sac and somebody was beating them up, I'd probably just close the blinds.
Okay. Miss Lynn Melvin wants to come in and speak to you about your
Okay.
toxicity. Okay. So I'm
All
gonna let
right.
her and I'm
Oh,
gonna let her.
okay. All
So
right.
you say all right.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Miss Melvin, how are you? Can you hear us or no?
is
She
she
don't want to.
here?
Yeah, I guess she didn't. I mean,
Wait,
we'll let it hang in there for a minute, see if she can get in.
yeah, she come in. Yeah.
Um, I'll
But
see about.
but yeah, I have this. Is just one person. I just uh, after knowing this person for years, and uh, I really, really do not like this person, and I feel like nothing will be right in the universe until I tell this person exactly how I feel about him.
Hmm.
Maybe cuss him out. Maybe then I'll feel better. But right now, oh, she's connecting the audio. But right now, I don't like this person. And I'm gonna pray for myself, and I'm gonna ask our listeners and people
See here,
watching
and here's the thing. And I would say,
pray
and,
for
and
me.
and you are being a little toxic. Let's say toxic, but
Man,
the
I
thing
am.
is, if whatever the reason you don't like that person, is it something really major that
For me, it's major. For me, it's major.
okay.
Yeah, I
How
mean,
many years have you not liked this person?
I'm not like this person probably for. I've not liked this person for close to 20 years.
Well, see, I think that's too long to not like someone.
You know what? I can't let go of it. I mean, I can let go of it, but I don't. I can't. It's not gonna be like, hey, how you doing? Let's be friends, or even just kind of like some casual talk or some, hey, how you doing? Bump into this person.
Hmm.
Oh, hey, hey, how you doing? Oh, yeah, how is so and so? And man, how you been doing? No, none of that. I don't care how you doing because I don't like you.
Okay.
So I think we lost Lynn,
No,
but
she's probably going in and connected back in.
oh,
Like I
okay,
said,
okay.
any of the ones that are watching, if you want to come in and actually want to talk about this, you feel more than welcome to. Just the pinned link is there, so you can just hit the link and we'll let you in. Because Bobby's very toxic with his
That's right. I'm
just
toxic, so I'm gonna
well,
need a lot of.
listen, I'm gonna tell you about, but I'm gonna tell you about your list real quick. Because the thing about being toxic here is it's
Okay, and
usually
I've
about
got more,
uh,
but go ahead,
oh,
go ahead, go ahead.
because that's why I say your list is a little bit soft to me. I think that's more of stuff that deals, what's the words? I'm gonna just say self-absorption of a person. I don't think this is it really about. That's not about being a toxic person. Because what I
Hmm.
say when you're being toxic is toxic towards other people, everything around you, your environment, everything about your environment is toxic, right? So
Right.
whenever you're toxic, it's usually because, I mean, this is one of the terms. People that are around you. I mean, people. You're not fun to be around people, and the negativity affects people that are around you, and it kind of goes deep into those people. That's like the nutshell of being a toxic person.
Okay.
So go ahead, because you looking like what?
No, no, no. I get it. Because I was gonna say, I feel like I'm fun to be around. I'd be the life of the party It's just I'm not fun to be around if I don't like you, and I think that's just normal for anybody. And like I said, uh, I pretty much like everybody. I talk to everybody until you give me a reason not to like you. But yeah, I'm like, hey, let's hang out, let's do this. I'm cracking jokes. I'm doing it pretty much what I'm doing on Facebook. I'm doing when I see you in person, unless I don't like you. Then I just don't. I don't talk to you. I don't. I'm not one. I've always been admire people who I'm not gonna say you're being fake, but you can put I guess the your like dislike for somebody or you're cordial, you're friendly, you're like, hey, oh, so and so, oh yeah, what's up? You don't even like that person. If I don't
Mhm.
like you, I'm just not gonna deal with you. I'm not gonna. I don't need to ask you how you doing. You don't need to talk to me. You can just act like you don't know me when I see you because I don't like. I just don't believe in just talking to you just to talk to you to be nice.
So
So
let
I
me
don't.
ask you: have you ever
I
hung
don't.
around with somebody that you just really didn't like?
Uh, hung around somebody I just didn't really like. I'm trying. Ooh, that's a good question, man. Yeah, but then
Okay.
we got past the differences, and once we had a talk, uh, now this person I don't like, and I don't like again. I give too much away. I was kind of forced to be around this person, so I didn't really have a choice.
How are you forced to be around someone? I don't think you can just be forced to be
I
around someone
mean,
unless you work with them.
until you bingo.
Okay. 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 So as a person you work with, Chelsea, you had to be around it. Well,
Yeah, I
here's the
had to be
thing. I mean,
around.
if you didn't work hand in hand with that person, you didn't have to.
Oh no, I did.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so that's really the only example I had. So I had to kind of be around this person for a while until I didn't have to be around him, which was great. And then, but I guess it's the holding on to the grudge part. Man, I still can't get over it. Yeah, but I'm trying. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I want to go to let's see, because I know you said my list was weak. How
Yeah. Yeah.
about participating in drama?
Okay. Now that's toxic.
That's toxic.
And then the fact that you enjoy participating in those type of things
Hmm.
makes that's a toxic trait.
Okay.
If that's where you get your joy from, to be around someone that's or be around a bunch of drama, if that's where you get your joy from, then you
Right.
100% are toxic and don't deserve a lot of the friends that you, unless they're all just as toxic with you, but you don't deserve to be around anybody. You
Right.
know,
Right.
I
Right.
think, and I'll put it like this: to be around some people, whoever you are around, that is that's a gift. So
Okay.
every friend that you have that's around you, that you deal with, that's a gift.
A true friend, because
A true friend.
there are some people you hang
Exactly.
around with, you think they're your friend, and they're really not. They don't have your best interests at heart. So
Okay.
I know some people like that. I'm sure you do too.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Well, that's okay to say a true friend.
yeah.
It's a gift to have a true friend around you.
Right. Right.
So why
Right.
would you take that as a person when you have a good, let's say a good friend, a true friend? Why would you deal with that person in such a manner to where you put negativity into that circle? You know, it's
Maybe.
almost like getting a Christmas gift and you dog it out on the first day and throw it and break it all
Yeah.
up, and like you didn't appreciate what you had. So that's why I say when you have those a true friend and a gift, you will want to appreciate those people.
Well, people. A lot of things people don't appreciate. True friendships. Uh, people in their corner. And it's always funny. I see stuff even on social media, like oh, somebody's got this drama going on. This drama. Oh, this drama. Oh, I don't like drama. And then it's funny because I'm like, you know what? You are the drama.
Yeah. And it's just
You're
I said, and some people feed off of they
yeah,
feed and fuel off of that. That's what
yeah.
make them very toxic. And I'm gonna tell you something sad about that though, is like we actually see people, know people that do that, and yet
The,
we still communicate with them.
and hang out with them. Yeah, yeah. But don't.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
so with me, I don't know about you. So no, yeah, I do know people like that, but I keep them at arm's length. Like sometimes my problem, what I've done with people I know, I humor them way too long. Like I'll think to myself, I really shouldn't be fooling with this person. I really shouldn't be dealing with this person as much as I do. Because a lot of times that goes back to me not sometimes not being able to tell people no and like, oh, I'll talk to so and so, even though I probably shouldn't be talking to them. I'll think, well, this person isn't really my friend. They don't really have my best interests at heart.
Yeah.
They probably would rather see me fail, or if something is going on with me, they may ask because they're being nosy. They just want to know so they can rejoice in my misery or something like that. But I know people like that, and I humor them way too long, and I think to myself, I really shouldn't be dealing with this person, but I
Mm.
but I do anyway. And I always say I guess I'll fool with you until I don't fool with you. And then one day I'll just I can't do this anymore.
So because I'm almost safe to say that that's you being toxic to yourself, like I said in the
I'm
beginning.
so yeah. I'm toxic, because I was looking at the list yesterday when I was talking to you, and I said, man, I'm the most toxic person I know. So I'm gonna tell my Facebook friends out there, if you're listening right now, you probably need to unfriend me because I'm toxic as hell. I'm toxic. I really am. So
Toxic
you
to
want to deal
yourself.
with me?
It's not towards anybody. It's to yourself though. That's a total different. That's you need to go see maybe sit on somebody's couch and
Yeah,
let out your feelings. That's what
yeah.
that is. But
I mean, the first step is admitting it, but I just, if anybody out there who, has an issue with what I've just, admitted to, just go ahead and you don't have to deal with it anymore because yes, I'm toxic. I'm toxic. So, okay. Here's another one. No, I don't know. Comparing yourself to others, and I see this a lot on maybe I wouldn't say on Facebook, but people see things that people post and the lives they're living and the vacations they're taking and the cars and the houses and social media. I don't know. I know they say for young girls, maybe young boys, it might be a self esteem killer. I don't know for adults. Maybe it is. I don't know, but have you seen that or experienced that with your friends or maybe yourself comparing yourself to others? Gosh, I'm toxic.
well, that's an. I might get beat up on this, but I'm gonna get on the other side of that
All right.
because comparing yourself to other people, right?
Mhm.
That's almost semi normal for everybody. We do it
Okay.
in some shape, form, or fashion. Might be
All right.
small percentage of it, but we do it because here's the thing: if we didn't, a lot of times we wouldn't have a lot of things that we have now. It's
Right.
because we kind of compared, like, and when I say it's an indirect compare. So
Right.
you, when you were getting your degree, you decided you'll get your degree and then move on or whatever. And then you're like, oh, maybe somebody else had the same degree and they've doing this XYZ out in the
Right.
real world. And you're
Right.
like, man, I'm gonna do that, or I'm gonna try to do that, or try to get like somewhere on that. We do it directly and indirectly. We do it from the day we're born to the day we die, almost till we just get old. We don't care no more. We sit on the porch. But in a small sense, I think everybody does that, or we would
Right.
never have the things that we have today, or we wouldn't technically have the life. And I would say air quote technically have the life we have now.
Okay.
Because we've seen other things, and we've seen, other people. And then if we never seen those things, we would never, there probably would have never been a desire,
Right.
to do whatever we're doing right now. I woke up this morning, I compare myself to somebody. I'm not ashamed to say
Right.
it. So,
Right.
I'm like, man, you know what? I'm getting up out of the bed late. I know this person over there is already doing whatever they're doing.
Right.
I gotta get up. We do it.
Right. Right. Yeah, we do. We do. I think we all do. And you know what? And I'm going to admit, I bet right now there are a lot of people out there who maybe they might want to compare themselves to me, like when I go to Whole Foods, because I know they may not be near a Whole Foods, and they be like, "Man, damn, man, Bobby is going to Whole Foods and having a great time and eating from the hot bar. Why can't I do some shit like that?" And I'm
Yeah.
sorry, you can't, you can't live my life. You can't if there's no Whole Foods around you. That's on you. Move. It's not my fault, you know. So But yeah, I think we've all done it.
I mean, I'm just beating up your whole list, but I'm just
Yeah, I know you are because now I got to find. I just and I thought I had, and I'm gonna go to another list too.
okay, okay.
All right, so here's another one before I move on to the other list. It might have some different things on it. Negative self talk is a sign is a toxic trait. Negative self talk. No,
I don't know what kind of list this is, but
let me go to my other list.
because this, I just, I'm trying to ride with you, but I'm kind of like, I
No,
guess it's like
no.
self toxicity. If I can get
Uh,
that word, I'm telling you, I am
so
going to throw a party tonight. But I
toxicity.
think, yeah, I think that your list is more of self toxicity.
Oh man, but I didn't come up. Well, hold on. Let me get this one. Now if you don't say this one,
I've only
uh,
one that I've heard. That I'm like, okay, that is toxicity.
okay, this
Outward.
one, this one, and if you don't think this one is, I don't even know what to say. Then
Okay.
I'm going to bed early. Passive aggression.
Yes. Now
Passive
that is
aggression.
one. That is
So
one. That is a very much a toxic trait. Very much.
now I know I've been passive aggressive.
Oh yeah. Look, you look at the king over here with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I used to date this woman, and then I would get mad because we didn't spend a lot of time together. So when she would want to spend time with me, I would purposely like, oh no, I'm going to the movies.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the movies. And I'm gonna be gone for a while. And then I'm probably go grab me something to eat. Because you might like want me to come over or whatever. And I'm already annoyed because we didn't spend any time together. And instead of saying, hey, you know what, this is an issue, we don't spend a lot of time together. So when she was ready to spend time together or do something, I would be like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna go to the movies and then I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'll try to get back with you later if it's not too late.
Hmm.
That's being passive aggressive, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I would do stuff like that.
And petty at the same time.
And petty too.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I can admit I've been petty. I think at some point everybody's been uh something on my crappy list of So have you ever been passive aggressive? Even if it was dealing with work, relationship, family.
Man, mostly in a relationship, and only when it became the arguing, which I stopped arguing years ago when it started in relationships.
Right.
Um, I just don't find myself too much arguing
I
in
don't like to.
relationships.
I
Yeah,
don't like to argue.
but before I used to be really passive aggressive about the whole thing. Just
Hmm.
in that sense. So uh, I will give a quick story, but I'm not going to do that just because. But
Oh,
let me
go
tell
ahead,
you,
give it, give it.
no, what I'm going to tell you, uh, since you're talking about relationships, there is a list of toxicity in relationships. So, uh, just kind of get your insight real quick on it, if you don't mind, sir. I'm gonna give you like a couple of the things about the couple of the toxic traits, right? So one is
Okay,
like lack of support,
okay.
obviously toxic communication, envy or jealous. Which is funny. I'm gonna stop on that real quick. I was dating someone some years ago. She would get jealous of me if I did something good, and I was like, "Why?
Really?
If I'm doing something good, why are you jealous about that? Because it's bettering you and I, or it's you're gonna benefit from it." She got to the point to where I was like, "Oh, I'm catching the flight. I'm going to. Matter of fact, I was going to hang out. We were all going to hang out in Miami.
I remember that. Was
She was
this the one
sitting.
time I went?
Yeah, yeah. So she
Okay,
was.
okay.
So I sent a picture. Hey, I'm on a flight going to Miami. She sent a picture of her on a flight to saying she was going to, I think, Atlanta. And then come to find out it was an old picture and she never went anywhere. And she even said it. She's like, yeah, I was just, because you talking about you going to Atlanta. So I just got
So
it
she
back.
had to make it look like she was going somewhere too.
Yeah, man. I'm like, what the hell? Are you serious?
I would have broke up with her right then and there. I'd
Like,
have been
bro,
like,
if you didn't, man, I was ready to, throw it in, throw in that towel. I'm like, this mug is crazy. But she would
Yeah.
on a regular get jealous of things that I would do, versus, and granted, I would do stuff with her, but it's like when I would go do other things that were, I guess out of the norm, then she felt a certain type of way.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the next one is like controlling behavior, resentment,
Okay. I was gonna bring that one up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Patterns of disrespect, negative financial behaviors, constant stress, ignoring your needs, lack of self-care, I'm just kind of go through them real quick. Walking on eggshells, which I will say, and that's something I've tried to fix. Like people that used to date me or always talk to me, they would say sometimes they felt they had to walk on eggshells around me. Or in certain things, just in the relationship itself. And I always didn't understand why, but they thought I was just I guess they thought I was so judgmental at the time.
Okay.
So I'm like, no, I might come off like that, but I'm not judgmental, because I'm always making jokes about any and everything. So they think I'm judging, but I'm just really just joking. But they always, I guess people always say there's always a little truth in jokes.
Yeah, there is. You gotta watch how people joke with you.
Yeah,
I
but
would say
I
that.
truly, I mean, you know me, I truly just joke a lot about everything. And
Right.
because I guess I'm a little bit backwards because like if I really have something to say, I'm gonna say it.
Right.
And then but I joke so much, and I think people think it as being judgmental or whatever. So it kind of bleeds off into the relationships. As far as that goes, I'm like, So I always try to watch myself because I got to the point where I'm like, man, if somebody tell me that I'm dating them, and they're like, yeah, I feel like I got to walk on eggshells. Man, it just hurt me to the core. So I'm like, I thought I fixed that. Golly, but nope. And I just hate to make that person that I'm with feel that way. Cause I'm to me, I'm a big bum, be a little sentimental right now, but I like the person that's with me to feel so comfortable and feel so open. Yeah, just comfortable and open and can say anything and be any type of way.
Right.
That's how I want. But when they come and say, man, I feel like I had to walk on eggshells around you, I'm just like, man, it breaks my heart. It just breaks me down. I'm like, golly, what am I doing wrong?
Right. Okay.
I'm toxic.
Hey, you're not as toxic as
in a
me.
Relationship.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just toxic all around. But no, now those were some good ones. You took my last because I was gonna say, okay, difficulty managing their anger.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you have to say about that?
No, it's just just people in general that have those anger issues. Those are the ones that you really, really I steer clear of or don't deal with. I mean, because and also another thing when people with those anger issues, they always say that there's a lot of truth in anger. So whatever they saying is deep down, and I'm just saying if they saying that if they were angry with me and said certain things towards me,
right,
and they, I would really take a lot of that to heart versus them just randomly, just a random conversation. I would take it to heart because, like I said, there's a lot of truth in anger, and I think we tell a lot of truth. There's truth in anger and truth in alcohol.
Yeah,
those are the two things you listen to when somebody speaks.
Yep.
Those are the ones you really listen to because they are really, there's no holding back as far as the conversation or whatever they're saying. It comes from their souls.
Right.
So, and sometimes, I mean, you just don't, me personally, I don't want to hear about how bad I am or how much you don't like this or that and about me. So if you're really angry at me, I kind of steer clear from it because I really don't want to hear it because it brings me down,
Right, right.
And of course, and if it's a guy or something, I mean, I don't care, but you might end up fighting or something. I don't know, but as a lady, if a lady comes and says something like that, there's I don't want to hear it, because it'll cut. It can cut.
Yeah.
So I mean, just that whole anger thing. Those people, you kind of like, I kind of get it, but I don't get it. You need to get that fixed.
I mean, I want to know. I don't think I do. My personality. I don't. I know a lot of my Facebook friends personally. Went to high school. Went to went to college, friends and family. But then there are a lot of my Facebook friends I don't even know. We've never met. I may have sent them a friend request because we interacted in a group, or I thought they were pretty cool, or what some things they posted in the group were cool. And I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, they're interesting, so I'm gonna send them a friend request. Or I've been sent some friend requests, and if we got mutual friends, then I'm one of those people. If you send me a friend request and we got mutual friends, uh, I'm gonna accept the friend request. So as long as you don't say anything crazy, you can stay on the page. Or
Yeah.
you call if you call me via Facebook Messenger or send me memes all the time, or poke me on Facebook, then you got to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I'm not doing all that. But my personality is like is pretty laid back. So I think I'm way more accommodating than I have to be. So for somebody to be, I mean, if you're upset with me about something, yeah, I want to know. But I've never had somebody that was like just furious and was just like cussing me out or this or that. I'm like, hey, Bobby, God damn it, you mf this, and
Yeah.
I can't. I've just never had that. I mean, I've kind of maybe been cussed out before, but there was no rage behind it. Uh, so I mean, I'll tell you a quick story. This is a long time ago. This must have been like 20 years ago. I was cussed out one time so bad by a young lady. I was on my way to the mall.
Mhm.
She cussed me out so bad that I forgot what I went to the mall for. I sat in the parking lot for about 15 minutes and was like, "What did I come to the mall for?" Like she cussed me out that bad, and she was smooth with it too. She cussed me. I ain't never been cussed out like that before, and I
Really?
was like, "Yeah, she cussed
Mm.
me out." It was kind of crazy because she was like, "Oh, what you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm about to go to the movies." She was like, "Okay, well, call me when you get out of the movies." I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure." I'm thinking we're gonna go hang out later. Oh, you want to hang out? Grab a drink or something. So I'm like, "All right, cool." So I called her right when I left the movies and got in my car. Man, she cussed me out from the movie theater to the mall, and that was probably like a 15-20 minute drive. And I don't know what the hell happened. I like had it. She cussed me out so bad I had an out of body experience. And yeah, so that's probably really the only time I've been cussed out like that. But just to have somebody just enraged, want to fight me,
Mhm.
uh, nah, I don't. I've never. I don't bother anybody. All I want to do is go to Whole Foods and post about it on Facebook. That's all I want to do, and look cool doing it. That's all I want to do. I told you this before. At 51 years old, all I want to do is look cool doing everything I'm doing. I just want to look cool doing it. So I ain't got time to, you know, be dramatic and there's some drama and dealing. I'm my own top toxic person according to these lists. The one I gave and then the one you
Yeah.
gave. I don't have any more room in my life for toxic people. I'm I'm toxic enough.
Yeah. You have a lot of inner toxicity.
Yeah, that's
Toxicity.
me. That's me. I mean, I'm dripping it. So I'm just yeah. So I'm good.
I
But
mean, we're all toxic to ourselves and in our own ways, to be honest.
right.
And I would even go as far as saying outward too, but I know just inward, we all have our own toxic type of traits. Everybody has something toxic about them, and the thing is, how much of it do you feed off of it? How much of it do you really propel,
Hmm.
outward or whatever?
Hmm.
Um, or how much do you feed on that? So honestly, I think we all are toxic in some type of way. Toxic.
Yeah. 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 I would agree with that. So I don't know. I guess the first thing is step towards improvement is admitting it. So hey,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, but hey, that's our time for tonight. It was a good talk. I've learned some things about myself, and I'm sure everybody else out there has too. And
Right.
yeah, so but yeah, you got anything else? Any closing words before we head on out? And
Yeah, yeah. My thing to everybody is the fear of failure is the enemy to success.
mhm.
So that's my closing words for today.
Okay, my
Yeah.
closing words, I guess, are crazy people don't know they're crazy, and stupid people are always happy.
Well, I
That's all
might
I
be
got.
dumb as hell because I'm always laughing. Damn, Bobby. It's messed up, bro.
I don't really mean
You
that.
call me dumb, man.
I know. I just saw something I saw that on a movie somewhere. So I just
Nah,
wanted,
you can't, man.
I wanted to get some reaction.
Uh,
Be a troll on the live and get some reaction on the page and
okay.
be
Cause
Facebook's most wanted and hated by my Facebook friends. So
okay, yeah, I
I want
got
to
you.
get cussed out. It's been over 20 years, so I just want somebody to cuss me out. So you can send me a message and you can email me. You can WhatsApp if you got my phone number. You can text me. You can cuss me out, and
Ah,
I'll be okay with that.
mm.
But that's gonna do it. So again, if you want a topic you want us to talk about, please let me know. You can say it on the you can post it on the Two Men with Mike's podcast, or send us a message, or email Two Men at Mike's Two Men two my I can't even say it right now.
Wow.
I'm so toxic.
This
It's me
guy.
being toxic. Two Men with Mike's at gmail.com, or you can WhatsApp, text, whatever. Something. If you want to come on the show again, we can have we need we can have a guest on. If you want to come on, you want to talk about business, whatever you want to talk about, football, life, relationships, whatever you want to talk about. Come on the show. As long as you're not crazy, you can come on. And
Really?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. This is me being toxic. So yeah, come on. Just hit us up and we'll have you on the show. Uh,
Someone just tried to
oh,
enter. I guess that
it's too late now. See, you're
I
late.
know it's
See,
late now. It's
too late
late
now.
now. Like, oh wait. You're a little
We've been
late
on
now.
we've been on for almost like 40, 45 minutes, and now they're
Oh
trying to come on
wow.
late to
Have
the
we?
show. I
Oh
think so.
damn.
Yeah. I was
Okay.
being mindful of the time. I
Yeah.
know we wanted to try to keep it 25, 30 minutes, but we're
That's right,
well over
sir.
that. So I'm sorry, whoever that was that tried to come on in. I'm sorry. You just have to wait till next week.
Yeah.
Hit us up. If there's something you want to talk about, or you want to revisit this, or you just got something on your mind, or you just want to cuss me out, just let me know, and
Yeah.
we'll have you on. All right,
Do that.
do that.
All right. Peace.
All right, take it easy, and